Hello. I've been thinking about what it means to be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. And in this time, I figured I'd just encourage us to think about what it means to take care of ourselves emotionally, spiritually, and health and physically. Physically is easy. We need to get some exercise. We need to take care of our physical body. Spiritually, we need to worship, spend time with Him. But emotionally, in this crisis, how do we take care of ourselves emotionally? Part of that is processing, talking to other people, processing how you're feeling, identifying how you're feeling. Number two is learning how to become still and hear what's going on inside of you. One of the things they talk about in stressful situations and how long you can go in a stressful situation is they say usually somewhere between 10 and 14 days is the maximum you can go without somehow resetting your stress level. We've been in that longer than we can even imagine. We're now 3 weeks. So the idea that I have been wrestling with is the whole concept of Sabbath and taking a Sabbath. So what I want to encourage you to do is think about taking a Sabbath. And when you take your Sabbath, physically, you may need to exercise, do some things. I'd recommend doing that all week. Two, spiritually, praise, worship, spending time with God. I'd recommend doing that daily. But also, on your Sabbath, as you incorporate the physical and the spiritual, I would also encourage you to do the emotional, which means to sit back and be quiet. But in the middle of all this, how do we become quiet? So the definition of Sabbath, what do you do on a Sabbath day? Well, Robert Morris came up with a definition that said, on my Sabbath, I don't do anything that I normally do on my normal days. So therefore, what that means is that he doesn't answer the phone, he doesn't pick up his technology. So maybe 24 hours of technology fast. 24 hours of not looking at the corona news or what's going on in the world. Removing yourself from an emotional position of all the stuff that's going on. Talking with friends or family, but not talking about the corona problem. And see if you can reset your emotional clock along with your spiritual clock so that it refreshes you and renews you. So I want to challenge you with the idea of being still, knowing that He's God, resetting your emotional and spiritual clocks so that you can be renewed and refreshed and maintain yourself at this time.